the ijara. Asset like machinery equipment where we should invest and it should be then sent on lease. Ownership remains with the fund, and the use of that particular equipment will be the other party and the user, and can be sold and purchased in the secondary market only. AlHuda use is permissible. Management should act as the agent of subscriber. Most of the speakers have already discussed this point. And commodity, they are very obvious. Then the next. Then Muraba. A specific kind of sale where commodity is sold on cost plus basis, and then means debt and bail means sale, and then mixed fund. Now, these are the modes of finances, and then what are the challenges we are now facing? Is fund size is very small, and lack of strong legal and institutional framework, lack of supervisor framework, lack of knowledge and understanding of Islamic fund, and lack of knowledge of understanding of Islamic fund, and then lack of research and development in the field of Islamic finance and economics, lack in HR development and training, to the bank staff on Islamic banking and finance. Now, we all are aware that training is very necessary for our staff. In general banking system, when we see that there is customer services for those, and their king concept of the customers they are applying, and whether they are applying those concepts in Islamic banking or not, but it is the need of the time that those who are trained on that specific topic, they should utilize all those services over here also. And lack in guidance and information system. In the recommendations we will see that lack of guidance and information system, we are lacking in this system. Most of the people, they are unaware about these things, and regarding ibadat, the Imam Saiban of the mosques, they are describing those things, but at the same time, regarding Mamlat, there is a lack of things. Many Imams are not touching this subject, which is very necessary. And then lack of marketing of Islamic products and services and their introduction in the international market. It should be as per the other conventional products. They should be also be marketed. Lack of financial engineering and doubts about the instruments. This challenge, doubts about the instrument, is the internal challenge. We are only giving the example of ijara. DOC concept of the ijara is being practiced. That actually we are receiving the devaluation of that machinery, that equipment as ijara. And the ownership of that is not transferred to the users, and then nature of that equipment is not changed. This is the DOC concept with the Ijara. But the internal scholars are criticizing. Scholars in Pakistan, they are criticizing. This criticism is not from the outside. This criticism is within Pakistan, that from DOC to DUC, they are the same. If Ijara is halal, then it is as it is interest. Because devaluation is equal to depreciation. If money in cash is devalued, at the same time there is depreciation. So this argument, we should not take it as the ordinary argument. We should take it, and we should be in this position to reply each and every point of this argument of criticism. And likewise, many other criticism and the points which are not clear by the masses should be replied, and this work should be done only when the research will be carried out. Opportunities having staff qualified in Islamic finance would produce best results. Standard would be developed on the basis of efficient and effective management. Transparency and reliability will be increased. Interest of investors and society at large will be enhanced. Industry will be driven ethically and morally. Means this is the difference of only ethics and moral, which differentiate that this is the Islamic banking and finance, and this is the ordinary banking. And we have to incorporate all those values and ethics in Islamic banking and finance, and our people should be well aware. We should make them understand that ethics is there, and in conventional banking, these are the deficient product over there. Interest of the investors and society at large will be enhanced. Industry will be developed ethically and morally. Industry will be done effectively and efficiently. Future depends on innovation, instruments to enhance liquidity as per other project, to develop secondary money and capital market, to introduce public finance instruments having need of appropriate institutional arrangements, legal framework, and taxation issues. Next, development of the human resources. Products are available for non-Muslim also, and they are using the same. Here lies the point that this should not be only for the Muslims, which is based on faith. These products should be also for human beings, for other religions also. For this purpose, we have to prove it that these products are viable, and these products can be useful for all other religions also. Interest is destroying the society equally, and if while concluding this, we are reinventing the wheel of Islamic products and services. We had developed strong base of Islamic finance, but have forgotten the lesson of research for the last 1,000 years. It is without any doubt, we accept it or not, 1,000 years, the Muslims community have not undertaken the research. The result of all these things is the only lack in research. We have been sleeping. The Muslim community for the last 1,000 years have been sleeping. And today, if we are not waking ourselves that it is the requirement of the time, that we should undertake the research. This is the data which is available in Pakistan, that we have 41% of the people whose ages are 10 to 30 years, and then 26% people 31 years to 60 years, means 67% people we have, and how we will convince them and how we will make awareness among these that they should come and they should satisfy themselves and lead their lives according to the teachings of Islam. And they should invest their money in Islamic products and services. So then new product services are being developed, and choice of the investors will be increasing. Standardization and better overall education is required to sustain strong upward growth. Internationally, this growth is from 15 to 20%. In Pakistan, this data has been given by the many speakers that is more than 35%. To have the look at the world or the globe, we should stress on international marketing for these products and services which are according to Islam. It is not only for the Muslim but for all other religions. Recommendation is establishment of think tank. Over here, we are thinking that the people outside this hotel are aware about the Islamic Banking and Finance or the Islamic finance. It is not the truth. Truth is that still most of the people think that it is not progressing as the conventional banking. For this purpose, if we are hypothesizing that if a think tank of this level will be formed, in which State Bank of Pakistan, SECP, Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Chamber of Commerce and Federation of Pakistan, and 132 universities and degree awarding institutes of Pakistan, and their researchers, and particularly the imams of mosques, where the Jummah prayers and Eid prayers are offered, when they will all sit together on the basis of province or on the basis of, if we are taking the example of Karachi, if they are arranging the meetings within one town or in one district and give their recommendations, and few products and few services are not required, the whole system is required to be changed, and all the products and services should be according to Islam. And at the same time, when we are saying that 58% people are educated people and rest of the people are illiterate people, and 58% people they are understanding and strategy for them would be different for those people who are illiterate but believe it, that those people to whom we are considering that they are illiterate and their belief is unshakable in Islam, and the requirement is that we should give awareness to them. And here the people who are coming in universities and colleges, they are from 4 groups. One is the total English medium schools, and second is the so-called English medium school, and third is the Pila school, and the fourth is from madrasa. and their basic understanding regarding Islam is negligible. And this is the question to all of us, that how much we are aware about Islam, how much we are aware about the Hadith, how much we are aware about the Holy Quran. There is need that we have to involve ourselves for these things and make the masses to understand. When we will be aware about these teachings of Islam, and then we will be able to make awareness among the masses that these are the teachings of Islam, and we have to lead our life according to the teachings of Islam. The only economics point is the only one aspect of that. The only comprehensive thing is that we should be aware to lead our life regarding the teachings of Islam. The last thing on which training program of staff in Islamic banking and financial institutions. I visited many banks, and particularly the Mizan banks. The staff working over there, they have shown the change. This change is very welcome. We should welcome their change, that there is change in their behavior. And if we are not changing our behavior, means we are not attracting the people for this purpose. And now maybe it is my opinion, and it would be wrong, but we should hypothesize that one day when there will be when we will be in this position, our monetary policy will be in according to Islam, our fiscal policy would be in according to Islam, and our whole system would be in according to Islam. Then it will not be in pieces, and it will be in comprehensive thing, and then we will be satisfied. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Professor sir. Now, I will request Brother Muhammad Shoaib sir, the chairman of this session. He is the Chief Executive Officer, Al-Mizan Investment Management Limited. He will be summing up the session, as well as he will be taking the questions from the audience on the discussions so far taken. And we will be the mic is available for any questions, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I witnessed that you have been patiently listening to all the presentations since morning, and you have not an opportunity for much interaction. So what I will do is I will keep my concluding remarks very brief, and then I will open the floor for Q&A, and then at the conclusion, with the permission of the AlHuda, who are the organizers of this conference, I would like to ask one question to the audience. So we'll try to keep it very short and sweet. I know I'm standing between you and your lunch, so I don't want to prolong this patience and I think this session, we had a truly, I would say, kind of a multi-dimensional session, and there was a discussion on the innovation, socially responsible investing and ethical investing, and how Islamic finance is related to it. Then we had a very good presentation from Uzra Dawood on what the overview of the Islamic financial industry and the Islamic fund industry in Pakistan. Then Dr. Saab also talked about the various aspects related to Islamic finance and what are the important significant changes which are needed and what are the human resource requirements. All in all, it was a very good session, but I would like to conclude this by saying that basically the gist of my learning from this session is that there are quite a few ingredients which are needed to make Islamic finance and Islamic funds successful in Pakistan and also globally. One is certainly innovation. Innovation is very important. We need to come up with the investment solution which are catering to the needs of the clients, and that is certainly very, very important. The awareness about the products which are available, what has happened is in Pakistan at least, the awareness about the Islamic financial products is still very limited. And I think all the stakeholders need to work closely to increase awareness of the Islamic products and how they are different or similar from the conventional products. There are certainly differences which need to be highlighted in terms of the structure, and there are similarities in terms of returns which also need to be highlighted. HR and training, we touched upon this subject in this session, and also in the previous session it was touched upon that the HR and training of the personnel who are involved in the Islamic finance is very important, so that they are practically able to demonstrate to the clients why and how this product is Islamic and what is the difference in this product and in a conventional product. And lastly, I think most important thing is to build the confidence and faith of the investor. That is a key thing. That is the necessary ingredient for the success of Islamic mutual fund industry and Islamic finance in Pakistan. Now, with these words, I would open the floor for Q&A. And please feel free to ask the question. Please introduce yourself and then identify to whom the question is directed. I think the mics are around, so just raise your hands if you want to ask any questions. Over there at the back.
Thank you. My name is Shabir Kazmi and I work for media. My basic question is that over the last 10 years, what I have seen that the industry growth not as per expectation, and especially one of the areas which looks very slow is takaful. Takaful is more like a compulsory ingredient in our business, whether we talk about insurance and banking or Islamic finance and takaful. One of the things which I realized that the sponsors do not seem very serious doing business or expand business, but they are waiting that something will happen soon. Thank you.
And would you like to answer this question?
Anyone?
Okay. Anyone from the panel? Okay, I should answer the question. Okay. I think, Shabir Sahab, you have raised a very important question, and I think it's just a matter of where the expectations are. If you talk about the last 10 years, and I will take you, my expertise has been mostly on the banking side and on the mutual fund industry side, so I will try to relate my answer